Hawks from My Hero Academia, enjoying the ending to this. It's pretty good. So Hawks in attack mode, sort of holding a sword, right? So his head is like over to the left. I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil, use an eraser for these hip pause if I go too fast, right? So we got a 3/4 pose, right? Head is kind of tilted a bit. So center point of my page is here. We're going to do the eye just a little bit down from that, right? And the other one over this side. So his head will be in this space. And we're going to do our best. Interesting eyes, this guy. He's got like black sort of things on the corners. Okay, so we'll start here. And we'll just do a curve. This way. So his eyes have like two spike lines, right? So at the front, there's like a little spike thing like this. And then we got something at the back here, so it hooks down. Okay. And then the bottom eyelid comes from here around into the corner there. And this is kind of like a thicker, darker area at the top as well. This kind of gets thinner as it goes down. So then his iris. It's not a perfect circle. Like in there, and then his pupil. Now in the show, sometimes they like to do this as a broken sort of line, like with gaps sort of between them, but we'll just do it standard because it's kind of easier. It's easier for us. And they give him like extra sort of lines. He's all beat up and scarred and everything around his eye, and then he has this other black spike here. Okay. Then he's a big eyebrow, right? And it's kind of like a check mark tick, kind of starting here. And it goes up around the eye, follows the shape for the eye. Up this way. And I think it just goes like up here. It starts to be all hairy and spiky and stuff. Like at the top here. You can kind of add as much spikes as you want. We'll just go down here. Okay, and there's a bit of an eyelid line in there. So other eye, so we're this one kind of slants up this way. The one beside it, we're about half an eye over, right? Because the eyes are really big in this anime. So you're about half eye width across, and then we'll start the next eyelid line there. Now it's different because we're in 3/4 pose, so it goes like more flat. So it goes, curves this way, different sort of arch to the eyelid line. Okay, this one goes vertical, and then this one comes across. But we add like similar sort of shapes, right? So spike sort of in the corner there, and then we go down underneath, and it's kind of darker up the top of it on this side as well. And then it goes in like so. And then he's got that little spike at the front there. And then we go with that circular, not a perfect circle, but iris line inside, and then the pupil. Okay. Then frowning eyebrow, just coming up this way. Get you started. I'll just make the pupils the same size actually. Should try and make your pupils the same size because the character just looks crazy sometimes if his pupils are different sizes. There's another line coming off here as well. Right, and then hairy eyebrow. Adding all these little spikes to it. And then eyelid line. And he's like frowning, so we'll give him like some frown lines there. So his nose, so we've got like standard sort of L shape. But in My Hero Academia, they add these sort of little hatching lines to the tips of the nose. And then, so his mouth, it's kind of like broken sort of thing. Goes underneath his hoodie, sort of. So like this side of his face is cut off by a fluffy hoodie. So I'll just do a bumpy line just to show that actually. Like that, right? Okay. So his chin, just here. And it joins just the side of his face, which curves the whole way up towards his eyebrow like that. I think he's got facial hair. I think there's like a bit of facial hair here. I'm not sure. And then we have a scar on the face here. And just add some texture lines to that just to make it look like scar tissue. And so this line goes all the way around here, and then we got like his forehead sort of V texture hairlines coming around here. It goes all the way down beside his eyebrow there. So he's got this kind of love heart nearly sort of shape on his head. He's all beat up, right? So like texture lines. He's been in like a bad fight, and so there's all like textures and stuff on his face, cuts. Some of these be pink colored. If you wanted to do it that way, you can. Drawing sound effects. Okay. So, okay, so let's say there's a headphone here, right? And this collar sort of keeps going. Right, there's like a square box like shape here. And the other side of it, down that way. And then another line there, here. It seems to disappear underneath his hair. So there's like a strap that goes up underneath it, like a hair spike here. Then we gotta add hair spikes, lots of them, right? So he's got like, he's like pretty spiky hair, and he's got like a fringe at the front. So coming across here, and then there's another layer at the back, and then there's like a headphone bar thing coming across here. We'll just give him his fringe first, adding all these sort of hair spikes. They kind of remind me of shark fins. Remember, hair moves, so I'm not like being super precious. I'm just getting it sort of in the general shape. And he's got another headphone thing on this side as well. There. And then I guess some more hair spikes. And we get another fluffy thing. He's got like another collar thing that goes around on this side as well. Right, so we just do another layer of hair. We'll just keep it going. No easy way of doing this. You just kind of have to start adding spikes. think his wing is back there. We're just going all the way around. Kind of looks like fire or something. A few textures and stuff, and we'll go. I think it goes all the way down to the headphone here, so we'll go. Goes in. Okay. Not bad. Right, and then he's got this bar that keeps going here, a grey sort of, you know, sort of headphone thing coming across underneath his hair, sort of here, right? So imagine if it just underneath the hair, it keeps going around. It goes down to the other side, somewhere there. We'll just add that. Sort of lines to it there. And that'd be grey. Now, so arm coming across the body here, right? And we have fluffy sort of collar. Easiest way to do this, just a bumpy line, right? That's the way they do it in the show even. And then it comes back up around there. And he has something on his neck. Not quite sure what it is. But there. Can't see his collarbone, but neck muscle would come from there, and then a collarbone up that way. And then shoulder comes across his body, right? But we got this fluffy thing again, collar, fur sort of collar, right? Just there. And then we can see maybe the inside of it here. And it's got like some texture on it every now and then. So some animators give stuff like this like lots of texture and some don't. So it's kind of up to you what way you want to do it. So his hoodie then comes down here, and then his shoulder comes down there. And then the bottom of that hood goes underneath the fur section. And then we have folding lines for that shoulder here. And then the arm just comes across. Like with a lot of these bumping, folding lines, right? Just to make it look like fabric. There's like scratches and textures and stuff on this as well. So his other shoulder there, it's a big heavy jacket, so it looks quite loose, you know, fitting. And this arm just kind of bumps its way down here. And the other arm crosses that. So the other arm will go with the other sleeve of his jacket, really. And I think we meet another fluffy, bumpy collar. It's like his fur here. And it's got like some texture lines on it. Right, just so this is like, we'll fill this in with fold lines. Like on his jacket coming across there. We'll do the wings first, and then we'll do with the hands. Hands are always tricky, so let's go off with the red wings this way. They're kind of stumpy because he's like lost a lot of the feathers. And then I think the bottom of his jacket's here, like fur at the bottom. And then something going this way. More wings or feathers or something going off that way. Like red little stumpy feathers, it looks like. gone that way. And right, so his wrist, hands holding a weapon. So a ruler might be handy for the blade of the sword. So we'll go up here. Right, we'll go diagonal up this way. And this is kind of like his wrist sort of area. Okay, hands. Nobody likes hands, but we just got to do it. So we go this way. Knuckles. 4 of them. Going up kind of like steps of a stairs or kind of like a mountain or something. Right, and then it's holding the blade. And then we got like his thumb or something here. Again, they don't give it much detail, but okay, so blade comes out that side, so then his other hands, other knuckles just here. 2, 3, 4. And then like his wrist and the palm of his hand will bump out this way. And we sort of see like his little finger here. And then each of these would be a finger. Like with knuckles and stuff. And this is like the thumb. Gloved sort of thumb. And then the index finger there. And then we can just see the blade sort of in that way. Each of these is a finger, sort of thing like that. Okay, so handle of his sword comes up here. Right, so we'll just get the ruler and we'll go up. Diagonal. And then it has some edge lines to it, so little sort of details like that. Something down here as well. And then there's like lines on the blade itself. So I'm pretty sure this blade is like from his wing, so it's the same color as his wing. Boop. Okay, maybe some like skin lines just there. Okay. Maybe some textures. Oh, we can see like another furry sort of thing there. Hawks from My Hero Academia. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.